Dave here with Half Dozen Customs. As you can see behind me, I got the fender off. So now it's time to sandblast and start welding together the rest of the fender that I couldn't get while it was on the truck. We have these few cuts down here that they were like stress relief cuts. So I'm gonna weld those up. And then we got to start welding up the inner tub. There's a lot to do. Some of the metal's bent out of shape. I got to get that straightened out, hammered out. All the stuff, not that this is going to get done tonight, but everything that I welded on the outside, I got to go back and weld it on the inside, get it ground down and smoothed out, because you can either see it from through the wheel well, or you can see it when you open the hood. So both sides have to look good. We can't just weld one side and get away with it. So everything has to be welded both sides, ground down, smoothed out. So right now I'm going to start with this down here. I'm going to weld up this little, there's this little bolt hole here. There is a spot to bolt it on the truck, but it's not, they're not lining up. I could tell when I did the cab corner. I left the bolt in the cab corner thinking that we were going to use it. I could have and should have probably got rid of it. I don't think that it was the original part of the truck. There was one there originally, but I think somebody had replaced it at one point in time, and it's not in the right spot. So I'm just going to weld this up and get rid of it. It has 4 bolts along the bottom. It has 3 bolts along the top. It has bolts in the front. This thing gets bolted in everywhere. One little bolt missing isn't gonna make or break this build. So I'm just gonna weld it up and get rid of it while I'm in here welding up this corner. Once we get this corner welded up and ground down, then I think I'm gonna start on this inner tub. I'm gonna cut my. I have a couple of tack welds kind of holding it in place so it wasn't flopping around. I'm going to cut those. I'm going to finish cutting it through to the bottom here. It's only like a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to scoot it in so that it's an easier gap to weld, because right now there's probably an 1/8 inch or maybe a little more than an 1/8 inch to weld. It's a little big. I really don't want to weld that. So I'm going to scoot it in a little closer, make it a tighter gap to weld up. So I got a couple of, there was a brace in here that we removed. So I'm going to get rid of the last little bit of that brace. The brace, it looks like it's in there for a reason. All the trucks that I have here have it. And all the trucks, it's not connected to anything. We don't know what that brace is for. Out of 3 vehicles that we have, and none of these braces are being used. So my buddy that owns the truck just said get rid of it. He doesn't know what it's for. He's a Jeep guru, so we're just gonna get rid of it. And then along this bottom edge, I had to trim and cut this bottom edge to fit the frame, because this is for a Suburban. This fender is off the Suburban, has a different frame. So when I went to put it on this truck, it didn't fit. So I'm gonna have to address that. There's supposed to be like a little lip on the bottom, little like 1/2 inch lip that goes all the way along the bottom. I'm gonna recreate that. We're gonna put it back on. So. Now, not all that's going to be done today, but right now this fender is my focus. I'm not moving on to anything else until this fender is done. So, or at least all the metal work is done. So that's it. Let's get to work. Tried to open up the shop a little bit, hoping that it'll kind of air out in here because it's all dusty. I don't like breathing that stuff in. It should be where everything is. So I think we're good. I think we're ready to start welding some of this up. Okay, so we got that all welded up. Let's take a look at it. So it's welded up pretty good. That's you can still kind of see where the relief cuts are. You know, it gets mounted to the truck right here, so you won't ever see that. I'll put a little skim coat of some Marglass over it. But it's all welded up. I got rid of that bolt hole that was there. And that bolt hole on the new cab corners that we got, that bolt hole was eliminated. And I put it back. Well, I didn't put it back. I cut the new cab corner so that bolt hole stayed there. And I probably should have just got rid of it. I'm gonna weld it up now. Well, not right this minute, but I'll weld it up. It's right over there. But I'll get that welded up, and when I do the passenger side, I'll just get rid of that bolt hole altogether. So, like I said, there's a ton of other bolts. You know, you got 4 down here and 3 up here. I don't think one is gonna hurt any. So, plus it was kind of in a pain in the butt spot to get to. So, but got that all welded up, cleaned up. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go in and take a shower. I'm full of sand. I got sand in my ears and up my nose. So tomorrow we'll come out. We'll start working on something else over here and getting that cleaned up. So there's a lot of work to do here. We'll just keep going until it's done. So thanks for joining us. I'm out. Remember, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. See you in the next video.